Well, sorry about that. Last time at Fishman Island, we were told the story of Arlong's past and Nami forgiving Jinbei, but she'll never forgive Arlong. Now that they found out what Horty is up to, question is, can they stop him in time? Hi, my name is Naruto fan in Kentucky.
I'm Venus Diaz.
And welcome to Naruto Fishman Island Part 2. And where we settle off for good before we go to Punk Hazard, which I'm kind of looking forward to do. So, where do we start with?
I think they just got the message that Horty took over the palace and is going to execute the king.
Yeah, they have this plan. Luffy wanted to come along, but Jinbei said no.
And then Robin showed up to stop them from fighting.
Yeah, I could see in this version, Naruto stops him and say, "Whoa, take it easy, guys. There's no need for us to fight." And Robin joins him as well.
I think I'd see him scream and say, "Come up down."
Oh, he doesn't. I doubt he would say "fuck" in front of Shinakachu.
I mean, he'd probably say something else, but he'd like scream them to like calm down and stop it.
And Shinakachu said, "Yeah, Uncle Luffy, you don't need to fight Uncle Jinbei." How would Jinbei feel about being called Uncle?
Weird.
and then,
why do you call me that, Sheena?
Because I call everybody my uncle. The one.
Because you're Uncle Luffy's friend, and that makes you my friend.
And Nami tells Sakura, "You should raise a sweet boy." And Sakura said, "I know, because his father is Naruto Uzumaki." and Nami says, "Can you imagine if his father was Sasuke, that Sasuke guy you talked about?" And Sakura said, Please don't mention him again." Meanwhile, Sasuke is at Orochimaru's palace sneezing. Someone's talking about me. And it's not very good. Whoever it is, I must kill him.
I don't care. I'm going to go back to brooding.
Yeah.
I forget, did they have Sanji go get Zoro and the others?
Yeah, I think that's what happened. And Sanji's complaining about it. Why could I rescue Nami and Sakura whenever they're captured or something?
Because meanwhile, with Zoro and Brook shows that he can send his soul out from his body.
Yeah, and he's scared. And he's scared the starfish.
Yeah, Proper Then we get to Horty and his crew going across the kingdom, and he's eating more of those pills.
Yeah, that freaked me out when I saw that.
And his hair turned white.
Yeah. And as much as I hate Ori, there's nobody that I hate more now than Caesar, which I'll get to him when we get to him, okay?
Oh, just wait till Doflamingo.
Oh, that's the arc after Punk Hazard, right?
Yes. The long Dressrosa arc.
Huh.
Now, you want a good villain, Doflamingo is a good villain.
Yeah.
I think he has one of the more busted devil fruits.
Huh. Then I believe that they were about to show that Horty was about to kill the king and princess.
Well, everybody's got to gather to where Horty is.
Yeah,
'Cause I think
and,
Fukaboshi and his brothers were dealing with one of Horty's crew
and
before that.
Jinbei and Hiroshi came along, and
Yeah, they found that balloon of the king and were caught.
yeah, and then I believe Luffy.
At least not yet, because Horty had this like huge speech where the princess and king, after he beat the three princes and tied them up, where he revealed he's the one that killed Otohime,
Yeah, and everyone was surprised.
and that Shirahoshi knew because Megalo saw it.
Yeah,
But
and
obviously it was Horty.
yeah. I mean, how? Who else could have? Have you looked at it? He looks like a face of a murderer.
Yeah. Which is why that joke in One Piece I keep using, like, "You're evil, aren't you?"
Yeah, that's what One Piece is great. The villains look evil.
And are evil.
Yeah. Anyway, I, you want to? We're at the part where Luffy reveals himself and everyone shows.
Luffy and Naruto, because
Yep.
probably Sakura, because Nami's under camouflage from her illusion stuff.
Yeah.
Then I'm guessing Frankie shows up in the sunny with Sheena.
Yeah, and Sheena will be part of the battle too, even though he will be inside Frankie and control Mecha Frankie, I believe. And Nami, I'll have Nami be with him because I'll make it them best friends. Shinakachu and Nami.
Yeah, well, Robin's dealing with other foot soldiers.
Yeah, and
Then I think Luffy like knocks Horty back, or is that
yeah,
after he does the? Is that before or after the hockey thing?
I think it was before.
Okay, because that's after the whole crew gets together.
Yeah, and Naruto will say this. It's great to be working together again, guys. Except for you, Sanji.
Yeah, I agree. You don't really need the cook. What was that, Mosshead?
Yeah, I just love.
That's like 10,000 for each of us. What, are you scared?
Yeah, I just love giving. I just love them giving Sanji a hard time.
Yeah. Or just wait till their bounties go higher and he gets called fourth placer.
Of course, yeah, and of course Naruto will be in second place, but he doesn't mind that because Luffy is his captain.
Wait, would he be second or third behind Zoro?
I think he would be second.
Okay, because currently Zoro's got the second highest bounty of the whole crew.
Yeah, but Naruto's more. I'm having Naruto be more powerful than Zoro.
Actually, if we think about it, maybe Zoro would be fourth if we factor Sakura in.
Yeah.
As third.
Yeah.
Then that really makes Sanji feel even worse. Because their bounties would probably go Luffy, Naruto, Sakura, Zoro, Jinbei, Sanji, and then Robin.
Yeah. And then
currently.
And then Naruto says, "Oh, I'm getting tired of this old sword. Time to bring out the new one. It's a new and improved Chocobo sword."
Chocobo sword?
Is that what the Cloud sword is called?
The Buster sword?
Yeah, it's a better Buster sword. looks more clean and polished.
Maybe he busts out the ultimate weapon.
Yep, and its ultimate weapon won't be as OP as it is, but it's still powerful.
Now unless he can upgrade it.
Yeah. And while he does a lot of imitations while fighting. Like he imitates Al Pacino. You're out of order! You're out of order! What he said in Justice for All, I think that's what it's called. That's one of his famous lines. And then when he beats up a female one, he turns into a narco for a brief minute. Actually, he will turn into a narco to seduce men, then punks. Of course, when Sanji sees narco, he would nosebleed.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Brooke is making people think they're at a festival with his music. Yeah, I saw him like, wait, what is he doing?
I don't know.
Well, Horty's main guys are just sitting back.
Yeah. What happened then? What they hear cheers for the Straw Hats and then Naruto rejoins Luffy and asks, "What's the plan now, Captain?" They both confront.
Frankie's showing like the new weapons.
Yeah, and Shinakachu
be in the tank with Usopp and Nami.
And Shinakachu.
I can see him and Chopper being like commanding it.
Yeah, and Shinakachu declares himself captain. And Nami will say, "All right, Captain, what's your order?" Well, Auntie Nami, my first order is beat the bad guys.
Chopper goes, "You got it."
What?
Chopper will go, "You got it, Captain."
Yeah, and Zoro and Sanji of all people asks Sakura, said, "Are you sure he should be part of the battle?" And Sakura says, "No, he's safe. He's safer there. And besides, he looks happy."
Plus, Chopper's not going to let anything happen to him.
Same goes for Nami.
I'm guessing, I think, if I remember right, Sudame shows up.
Yeah. And I'll have him capture Shinakachu for a brief minute. He grabs Shinakachu
and also, that one fishman's underground digging tunnels.
Yeah.
Before Frankie
who
does
should be the one
that mech suit.
Yeah. Since one of them captured Shinakachu, who should be the one to rescue him?
Well, I don't know. Usopp, maybe?
Yeah.
If it's the one that can dig under the tunnels.
Yeah. Hold on, Shinakachu, I'm coming! He's afraid, but he's more afraid for Shinakachu than anybody else. And then Shinakachu said, "Let me go, you big dummy." You have spirit.
Cha. I'll show you a big dummy. Okay, that laugh is getting annoying.
Yeah. And he said, "My daddy is gonna come. One of my crewmates is gonna rescue me." And then Usopp came and used his
His
use,
pop greens.
yep, and he and it causes him to drop Shinakachu, and Usopp grabs him, and then Uncle,
Meanwhile, I think Zio tries to get a hold of Nami while that one squid guy tries to drain her, but hits
yeah,
Brooke instead. Like, dry? I'm a skeleton. I'm already dry as a bone.
and, and
While Zio's under Brooke's foot, thinking he headbutted his soul to his foot. See, I headbutted your foot.
yeah, and Sakura joins along, and
What?
yeah, and Sakura. Who should Sakura fight?
Um, I don't know. Maybe she tag. Oh wait, isn't she fighting with Sanji?
Yeah,
Because those two would probably fight Watatsume when he shows up.
and, and, would Sakura make fun of his voice?
Yes.
Sakura said, "You know what's sad? My 2-year-old son sounds more manlier than you." What did you say?
I'm thinking, meanwhile, Chopper goes Monster Point and shows he's in control and beats that Hammerhead shark guy.
Yeah.
What would Keenan's reaction be to Monster Point?
That is so cool.
And Chopper would be like his usual stuff. Oh, I don't think you can sweet talk me.
he's all shy.
And I think Zoro and Naruto beat Hyoku, the octopus guy.
Yeah.
Which is funny because they both like destroy his swords and beat him without even looking the second time.
Yeah.
Then I think it's just Frankie and that squid guy. You're not hurting me in the dried squid.
Huh.
Yep, and he got turned into dry squid.
Yeah. That's fine.
And while this is going on, I think Vanderdecken is sending the Noah to where Shirahoshi is.
Yeah. And I believe Luffy and Jinbei and Naruto will try to stop him.
Well, Luffy goes after the Noah for Vanderdecken and Hori goes too, but Jinbei stays with Sanji and Sakura here.
Oh yeah, I'll have Naruto go with Luffy because they're the two main characters.
Yeah, but they're not going to be any good in the water.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if Fukaboshi comes and helps them.
Yeah, and then when that part where she said when he proposes and Hiro, she says, "You're just not my type," and Sakura said, "Seriously, that's why she doesn't. That's why she rejects him."
I mean, have you seen what this guy looks like?
Yeah, I mean, not just because he's a murderer. Not because he's a monster. That's what I would have said, especially to Sasuke. And Naruto imitates Sakura, and Naruto imitates Sasuke and say, "Oh, Sakura, love me so we can make babies." And Sakura punches him. That's not the time to do that, Naruto. Although it is pretty funny. Even though they're married, she still punches him for doing something stupid.
Yeah.
I just love even though I'm making him slightly smarter, he's still an idiot.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, he's not Goku level stupid in this, or Naruto, or should I say Naruto the last stupid. I think that's the stupidest character in anime history.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't even have a brain.
I mean, even Luffy is smarter than pre the last, the last Naruto.
Yeah.
At least he knows what marriage is, and not just because of the food. God, that's so frustrating. Anyway, what happens next?
It should be Luffy and Naruto climbing up the Noah along with Horty,
Yeah, and
while
they
the
have their
others deal with Horty's crew. Since I think one of those guys from the start showed back up, but Robin took care of him.
yeah.
I kind of like that during this time, Robin's got her sunglasses on.
Yeah, and Sakura will have hers. Only her colors would her colors be pink?
I see more red.
Yeah. And after their battle, Sakura reunites with Shinakage.
I mean, after her and Sanji defeat Watatsume.
Yeah, after they yep. And
Yeah, actually, after Sanji burnt him.
yeah, and Sakura picks him up and
I actually see her picking him up and then like machine gun punching him so many times.
yeah, and she throws him down. And what would be cool? Would she say a badass one-liner?
Probably.
After all, she's more confident in herself now.
Yeah. Maybe after that, Sheena just runs up to her, saying she was awesome.
Yes, and you know what he said? But Auntie Nabi was cool too, and so is Frankie, and he built a machine. And when Chopper turned that monster, I was so excited.
He's like, calm down. Just calm down.
And Sanji asked, was I cool?
No, you weren't.
Because he won't stop flirting with Mommy. Ah!
Zora would probably be just laughing behind him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Horty, Luffy and Naruto try fighting, but he bursts their bubble, but Fukaboshi saves them. While
Yeah.
he gets to Noah and deals with Vanderdecken.
Yeah. And then we're not the part where Fukiyoshi grabs Horty and asks, "Why are you doing this?"
Not yet, because I think they haven't reached him yet.
Right.
Because those other two brothers try to stop Horty. Because Horty destroyed the bubble around the Noah after Vanderdecken got knocked out.
Yeah.
You remember they tried to do that plan with the bubble around the Noah?
Yeah.
So he and Luffy can fight because it's still falling.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
I think that's where Shirahoshi's got Luffy and Naruto.
Yeah.
While Fukaboshi tries to fight Horty, at least stall him.
Yeah, and
then he asks that question.
Then Horty says, "No reason at all."
I don't know why they just didn't say the reason at first. Because if you notice, they cut out the audio when he was speaking.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that either. I mean, what was the big deal?
Like, it's not like it would have been that big a twist, his answer.
I know, I mean, he's evil. What else is there to do it?
And meanwhile, everybody's listening in to the conversation between Luffy and then Fukaboshi.
Yeah, and Naruto will say something.
And the whole thing was caused by their ignorance.
Yeah.
For not seeing this.
Yeah, and he calls them out on it.
Which fair enough. They're admitting their mistake.
Yeah, and Naruto will also say this, but you know what? It's okay to admit your mistakes as long as you atone for them.
And
I'm
learn from them.
right. I've made plenty of mistakes in the past, but I know, but I know, but I have, but I know one that it's not a mistake. My love for my crew, my wife, my son, and my captain, and my other crewmates, including
Even our cook.
yeah, and Sanji say, "Hey!" and even yeah, and I can see one of the guys he's talking to. One of them is Stanley, and another Stanley cameo. You know, he's got a good point there.
Enough out of you, old man.
There's and then once Naruto finishes his speech, Luffy says, "Did you just wrote that, or did it come out of your head?" It was from Captain America, the the Winter Soldier.
Is that where he, towards the end, where he outs Hydra?
Yeah, and and fa- and Sam asked, "Did you write that, or did it just come out of your head?"
It's been a while since I've seen Winter Soldier.
What'd you say?
It's been a while since I've seen Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch MCU. I'm gonna watch MCU this summer from Iron Man to Endgame.
No Way Home.
Yeah, I don't have that yet.
Yeah. I do like when Luffy actually hit Horty with that one attack. It caught fire and it was reminding him of Ace.
Yeah,
That Red Hawk attack.
yeah, and Naruto slices him with his sword.
Was this after Horty had even more of those pills,
Yeah,
where he was even bigger?
and, and Naruto will say, "That's okay. You're big, fought bigger."
Fought bigger.
Yeah, I just love doing the MCU jokes. They're so good. Or
Yeah,
MCU.
back when they were funny.
Yeah, and yep. And then Naruto will call him, "Hey, Horde! Hey, Ugly Zilla!" Sorry, I wanted to call, and he breaks the fourth wall, saying, "Sorry, I want to call him God. I didn't. I wanted to call him Godzilla, but I don't want to insult Godzilla." Anyway, what happens? What happens next?
I think they get Horty they get the bubble around the Noah, and Naruto and Luffy would finish off Horty there.
Yeah, and you know who I think would do the finishing move? Naruto.
Does he do one of Cloud's limit breaks?
Yep.
Since I don't think he knows Omni Slash yet, does he?
Now I'm saving Omni Slash for the file for probably a later arc.
Probably would work against Kaido.
Yeah, when I get there, okay?
Alright. Does he use Clim Hazard?
Yeah.
I forget what his actual limits are, level to level. I know
Yeah.
maybe 3.
I'll have to do it one Kingdom Hearts one.
What, the one where he flies around?
Yeah.
Or should he use Cross Slash?
Cross Slash. I think Cross Slash would be good.
Okay.
When Luffy saw it, he would go, "Whoa, that is so cool, Naruto." And Luffy said, "Oh," and Naruto would say, "Oh, thanks." Meanwhile, at a far away back at the Fishman Island, we see a dog, and it's the same one from before, and it's Dodger.
Well, we meet again.
And Shinakachu, Shinakachu doesn't see him yet, but he does slip and ah, somebody, ah. And Sakura said, "Wait, where's Shinakachu?" And then she sees him fall. Oh no, he's about
Wait,
to
how
fall.
did he fall?
I don't know. He was on top of a building, I
But
believe.
we're still in the plaza cavern thing.
Yeah, and he was about to fall, but somebody help! And Dodger hears it, and he said, "It's that kid from before. I better go." And he runs off, and just was about to fall. Sakura said, "No!" Then she was caught by Dodger with, with his mouth. With, and Dodger pulls him up, and Sakura wastes no time in rushing and giving him hugs and kisses. Oh, my sweet baby boy. So, I'm so glad you're okay. Thank you, Dodger. Wasn't, and he said, "No problem, no problem, ma'am. I'm happy to help."
Now, meanwhile, Naruto and Luffy are trying to destroy the Noah from falling.
Yeah, and then Naruto's like, "Okay, calm down, calm down. We can do this.
Where
We can."
Luffy almost kills himself because he's also bleeding out.
Yeah, would Naruto do the same?
He probably isn't as injured since I don't know if Hori actually bit him.
Yeah,
Plus, he still has Kurama's healing factor, so that
that's
probably
true.
isn't a big issue.
That's true. Even I was thinking back to when I plan to have when I was having Naruto being stuck in that cake with Nami, with Nami, Zoro, and Vivi. Would Kurama cure him, or would the wax affect Kurama as well?
Probably affect Kurama too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'll add that in my fic when I get to that part. And Naruto will say, and Naruto said, "Come on, Luffy, please don't die again. I can't lose you now. You're like a brother to me." Then he cries about it, and "You're our captain. You're gonna be king of the pirates."
But then he's stated by the Sea Kings did a Shirahoshi.
Yep. Somebody and then what's his blood type? They ask what his blood type. What was his blood type? I forget.
Uh, Hang on, let me look it up.
I'll look it up too. Type F.
Okay.
And and Naruto says, "Oh, I'm the AB positive." Right, Sakura?
Sakura?
Sakura says she's B. She's B. Same goes for Shinakachu. Thankfully, we have the same blood type.
You can take mine.
Says
I'm type
Jinbei.
F.
Yeah, and I could see both Sakura and I could performing the performing the surgery.
Her and Chopper.
Yeah, since they're both doctors.
Mm-hmm. I like Jinbei's response. I'm a pirate. What of it?
Say it again.
And Jinbei says, I'm a pirate. What of it?
Yeah. And then Jinbei looks at Naruto and says, your parents will be proud."
Wait, what? You knew my parents?
Yes. It was Minato and Kushina, wasn't it? While they were talking, he talked more about Kushina being a prankster, and he was the butt of the prank sometimes. Jinbei, can you see that happening?
Yeah, when Roger was down in Fishman Island, since they showed he was down there.
Yeah, and then and you know what the worst part of the pranks was? Gold Rogers himself laughed.
Hmm.
You know what's funny? Gold Rogers looked like Luffy in his younger years.
Yeah, kind of.
And you know what Naruto would think about his mom being a prankster? He said, "My mom is cooler than I know." And and
She would probably be amazed at that too. With
and Shinakachu would say, "Daddy, can I, Daddy, can you tell me more about Grandma? What you know about?" All I know is this: she would have loved you, Shinakachu. Really?
she'd
Yes.
judge over you.
Yeah. And we see Ghostly Kushina says, "Well, you're not wrong." I just love adding ghostly, their ghostly self. You know that,
Hmm.
and you know the only one who could see them, Naruto and his family. That includes Sakura and the crew, since they count as family.
Then I guess Luffy asked Jinbei to join his crew.
Yes. Speaking of, yeah, and I think they have that party,
Yeah,
and then Naruto has a discussion with Luffy and said, "Well," and then he asks, then he turns to the Dodger who's playing with Shinakachu and said, "Dodger, how would you like to join my crew?" And Dodger said, "That would be." Then Dodger says, puts on his sunglasses, says, it would be cool." Then
how did you do that?
he ignores him and sings, "One minute I'm in somebody part."
It's
That
fixed.
Then he's singing, "Why should I worry?
Still go on.
Why should I care?
I wish
I
Brooke would like playing to that.
Yeah, I may not have a dime." And Shinakashi would bounce his head. "I got streets." Sorry, I don't sound like Billy Joe.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm guessing. Meanwhile, the king is going to give him the treasure, and Naruto. I see Naruto finding a new sword, but it's different than his Buster sword. It's Orcris from The Hobbit, at least the movie
Yeah,
version, and he finds the Bahamut summon materia.
yeah. And so I could use this for my sword.
He's saying, "Hey, check out this sword."
And then
And
he
I can see
reads,
Neptune explaining, "Oh, Orcris, the Goblin Cleaver, a fine weapon made by elves.
"Cool."
May I take it, Your Majesty? It is yours, along with that materia."
That's awesome. And then he s- then he sees a gauntlet and says, "What's this?" It's actually no, it's not a gauntlet. It's an Infinity Stone.
Which stone?
Which stone would fit the Fishman Island arc?
Good question.
How about they don't have the realities? It's
But it's a bunch of goop. Or does it
yeah,
reform into a stone?
right.
Because if he touches it, he'd wind up like Jane from the Dark World.
Yeah. No, so it's not that.
Time stone?
Yeah, the time stone. It's
Is it in the Eye of Agamotto?
yeah, and Naruto, and I could see
You think
Naruto.
you see Naruto saying like, I think Steven mentioned something about this to me.
Yeah, he talked about all six Infinity Stones.
Naruto or Neptune?
Um, Naruto, but he didn't explain more. He didn't. He didn't. He says he doesn't know where they are.
I can
He
see him
just
asking how Neptune has one.
yeah, and he says
To be fair,
it was,
I don't even know. We somebody found it, but we didn't really look into it. Seems dangerous.
and Naruto says you might be right. Whoever, who, I heard that there are six stones, and whoever has all six in the palm of the wrong hands might spell disastrous. I'm keeping this one.
It is better off with you.
Yeah. Then then he grabs it and puts it in his treasure box. And
Thankfully,
and
he won't give those treasures away to Big Mom.
nope, he won't give that. That's why he didn't put it in his treasure box.
Or he won't give up the sword or the Bahamut summon.
Right. And we'll get to the Big Mom thing when we get there.
Yeah, they're still partying because I think Robin asked Neptune about Joy Boy.
Yeah. And I want to add
The revelation about Shirahoshi being an ancient weapon.
yeah. And I want to add more Naruto and Sakura romance. They dance. They hear a slow song. It's Can You Feel the Love Tonight by Elton John. Again, and I believe that was a wedding song.
Okay.
And Sakura asks Naruto, "Dance with me." And Naruto said, "It would be my pleasure."
I guess she is playing with Dodger during this.
Yeah, and then when he sees his parents kiss, he go, "Ew."
Oh, what's the matter? You don't like that?
No,
No, Dodger.
and he said he admitted he had a girlfriend before he got some. It's Rita from the
Yeah, I know who.
yeah.
Really? You did too, Dodger? Oh yeah. Meanwhile, Zora's probably drunk.
Yeah.
I think Naruto shows Sakura his new treasures.
Yeah, and he explained to her about the Infinity Stone.
Good thing Caribou doesn't hear about that.
Who?
Caribou,
Yeah.
since he's around there, since he overheard what about Shirahoshi.
Yeah, but he doesn't know about the Infinity Stones.
For good reason.
Yeah. And well, after the Fishman Island arc is when we do the Infinity arc, as I
Right.
call it.
And meanwhile, the king goes to Horty's cell.
Yeah, and they turn old.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Sakura's there, and she's oh god, good. I hope that's not what Tsunade looks like as a. They need to learn from Tsunade or something like that.
I love when Zio says, "Fools! I did this to myself on purpose."
Yeah, he's trying to make himself look Good.
Because my old friend told me he was funny, but I didn't get it at first until I saw how Zio actually was.
Yeah.
He's so full of himself.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird whenever I say Zio, I think of Power Rangers?
Yeah, like Power Rangers Zeo.
Yeah. Though it is fitting that happened to Horty. Isn't it?
Anyway, back to
I said it's fitting what happened to Horty.
yeah. Sakura said, "Good thing Shinakachu's not here. He would have been scarred for life."
I think he'd be more confused.
Yeah.
Though I kind of wish that did happen to Sasuke.
So do I.
Yeah, I love it
Although,
when villains are destroyed by the power they want.
yeah.
Kind of like Donovan in Last Crusade.
Right. Um.
So I think after that is where Caribou tries to get Shirahoshi, and Luffy and Zoro and Sanji knock him out of the kingdom.
Yeah.
But he's got all their treasure.
Yeah. Not and and now he punches them and forces them to go get their treasure. And Naruto said, "I better go with them so I won't cause any more trouble." And Sakura says, "Like you."
Oh, ha ha.
You know they're in a good marriage when they tease each other.
Yeah. Good thing
And
Caribou's knocked out for a while because they get their treasure. Only
yeah,
bad news is that word of Big Mom sending her two guys there.
yeah, and I believe that's when we see her for the first time.
Yes.
And Pudding.
Yep. Where Luffy just basically calls Big Mom out.
Yeah, would Naruto do the same?
I don't think he's that stupid to pick a fight with a Yonko.
Yeah, but he's not. But he doesn't stop Luffy either because he knows. Because he knows he's Luffy.
Pity he gave away all the treasure as to
And
get
Naruto
them to
was
leave him alone.
yeah, and Naruto will say Nami's not gonna like this.
Well, Luffy, you're gonna explain what you just did.
And Luffy
Right,
said, "Oh yeah,
right, Zoro, Sanji. Yeah, it's all on you, Luffy.
yeah, and yeah, you're gonna have to." And Naruto said, "You're gonna have to tell your girlfriend what we did." And she said, "Hey, she's not my girlfriend." And he said, "Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
and I'm yeah, sure." And I'm wait, what was her name? It's been 2 years since I've seen her, and I forgot her name. Hannah something.
Hina something I don't remember.
I think she's related to Neji.
Was it Hanabi?
No, wasn't her. Oh, oh well.
Oh well, I can't remember. Somewhere Hinata is crying her eyes out at that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just love making those Naruto the last jokes.
If it's that bad, wait till she finds out he's married to Sakura.
If it's yeah, if it's evil Hinata, she would be furious. If it's
Oh yeah, she'd be like as bad as like anybody in One Piece, probably.
yeah, but if it's canon Hinata, or not by canon I mean pre the last or pre-pain. I think in that section when she saw, I still think if Kishi had his way, he would have been Naruto and having out to move on. I, especially after seeing that hug, after she saw Sakura hug Naruto, I when I saw it, she was thinking, Sakura, must love him, and I will let him go for you.
Mm-hmm.
That would have made her more interesting.
Yeah, but no, we don't get any of that.
Nope. But we're not. But luckily, we have that in here for them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, meanwhile, we go back, and I think they go back and
They're still getting packed up to leave, I think.
Yeah.
And the king and that one advisor arguing about that box that had the explosive in it.
Yeah.
Naruto, Luffy just gave it the box to Big Mom.
Yeah. And then I could see Naruto hearing it, and I'm pretty sure it'll pay off when we get there.
I think it does. I'm not sure when it does.
Yeah.
Probably not till Whole Cake Island, I think, since that's Big Mom's arc.
Yeah. I could, and we're gonna have a scene with Shinakachu and Hirayoshi. They'll play together.
Does he call her Weepy Hoshi too?
No, because Naruto because Sakura taught him not to call her that.
Yeah, don't be emulating your Uncle Luffy all the time.
Yeah, and he said, "Yes, mommy." And he says, then Hirayoshi gives him a kiss on the cheek. I wouldn't count
he
it as
might just have his whole, which is kind of weird considering how big she is compared to him.
Yeah, or how about
He might develop his whole head?
Or how about Shinakachu give her a kiss on the cheek?
That works better since I'm pretty sure she'd probably look like she's gonna eat Shinachiku if he does that.
Yeah, and when she feels his kiss, she goes, "Oh, thank you, Shinakachu. I wanted that. I'm gonna miss you most of all."
And she starts just bawling.
Yeah, and he said, "Don't cry," and Shinakachu doesn't be phased by it.
I'm sure we'll see each other again because we're friends, right?
Yes, and hopefully we won't, and hopefully and you'll grow up. And she tells him to grow up to listen to his parent. That wouldn't be out of character for her to say, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
How about one of her brothers say it?
Yeah, because I gotta see Sheena asking Fukaboshi for a ride on his back.
Yeah, and he said, and they tell him to, now Shinakachu, we want you to be good and listen to your parents.
I think he calls Fukaboshi Big Bro Fukaboshi because I think
Yeah.
he'd find him the coolest.
Yeah. What would I just realized? What would happen if he meets Sabo?
Sabo?
Or Sabo?
I don't know. I don't know.
And
Does he even know about Sabo?
No, but is Sabo alive?
Yes.
I thought so. And
you'll see him in Dressrosa.
Yeah, and he's voiced by Johnny Young, right?
Currently, yes, but before he was voiced by Vic Mignogna.
Oh.
But it's still going to
be Vic.
There's a legal thing going on with Vic right now that he's been dropped from everything. So Johnny took over Sabo and Broly.
Yeah, that sucks. But in here, we'll still be voiced by Vic. Okay?
Okay, because Johnny's already voicing Sheena, so...
Yeah.
Then again, most Funimation actors already talk to themselves anyway.
Yeah.
Like Chris Sabat does all the time.
Yeah, I think I heard Johnny stands with Vic though.
I think they do. There's some that do stand with him.
Yeah. And I'm one of them. That's why I'm having him still voice Sabo. And anyway, believe Naruto and Luffy and the others came back.
I think they're starting to leave, but Shirahoshi, they make a promise with Shirahoshi.
Yeah, and they made a pinky promise. And I found out in Japan, if you break that pinky promise, you cut off your pinky.
Oh my god.
That's what I read about. That's what I heard about in this one Kingdom Hearts review. When there's this guy, his name is Kingdom Review. He reviewed Kingdom Hearts cutscenes, which is like a nostalgia critic review.
Okay.
And he told me that fun fact. And I believe they said goodbye, and says one of them says, "I'm gonna miss that Naruto guy. he was the funniest." I especially love the changes he made. Although I still don't get them.
Then they're leave. I guess they're leaving, and then get caught in that whirlpool.
Yeah, but before that whirlpool,
they get all those big fishes.
Yeah, and Sakura holds on to Shinakachu, or have Robin do it.
Maybe Robin.
Yeah, because Sakura is helping Nami. Then they saw then after the then they get through that whirlpool.
So you've mentioned that you think this whirlpool is what brought them there?
Yeah.
Would Naruto ask Sakura if it felt familiar?
Yeah, but it's not the whirlpool.
Yeah, there's different whirlpools around the sea that could do that.
Yeah, and Naruto, do you think we're going back to our village? And Sakura says, I hope. Part of me hopes so, but part of me doesn't. I want to see all these. I want to see everyone find their dreams, fulfill their dreams.
See more of this world.
Yeah,
especially the new world.
Yeah, then they see the whales.
And Brooks having that breakdown, calling it Laboon.
Yeah,
even though it's not really Laboon.
Yeah, and Shinakachu says, "Wow, that's so cool." Then Brooke plays, "Gather up aboard the crew. It's time for me to be."
I feel that was very appropriate. He did that right there.
Yeah, and Sakura says, "Dance with mommy, sweetie." I can see Sakura and Shinakachu dancing to that song.
Yeah.
And then and he asks his Aunt Nami to dance. And Sakura tells Nami she's going to be a good mother someday. And Nami asks, blushes, and you think so? She says, yeah. Then she remembers something. I just remembered something. It's been 2 years since I saw my mother. What would she say about me being married and having Shinakachu? After all, it's been 2 years. And Nami says, I'm sure they'll accept them, especially their own grandson. And I'm pretty sure you can mend stuff with your mother. Just like I wish I had, before I ran away, and you know, and both Sakura and Nami hug each other. Then they feel someone hug their legs, and it was Shinakachu.
Do we still get that scene where Nami's showering and Sanji and Brooke get caught by her?
Yeah,
Should Sakura be in there too?
yeah, and 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 when Naruto finds out now, which one of you were peeking at my wife? And Brook was like, it was him. And Sanji went, what? And
How
Naruto
about
gets
I,
all.
how about I do both of you? You get. You see Dodgers. Well, speaking of Dodger, you think he's gonna try and eye Brooke up for a bone?
Yeah, yeah, it'd be funny gag.
I'm not your true toy, Dodger.
Yeah, but then he
I'll
says,
give you one of your ribs.
yeah. Then then he said, how about I see? Then sometime later, he stops and decides to sing a song, a Billy Joel song. I don't know. I never listened to much Billy Joel, but I should though.
I know a few songs, but not a lot.
But they had to be child appropriate.
I don't think he does anything too bad.
Yeah, I agree. My parents went to his concert one time when he did a joint with Elton John,
Hmm.
and Sakura says a singing dog. Now I've seen everything. And Naruto says a singing dog is what make you question things. Not the talking reindeer or
Or
beach.
the living skeleton.
Yeah, and the rubber man.
Or the cyborg.
And Sakura says, "Yeah, well, never mind."
Or how about me punching a huge boulder in a volcano?
Yeah,
That's actually a reference to RE5 where Chris actually did that.
yeah,
Like he literally punches a boulder.
yeah. While they were, and Shinakazu asked for a story. Can you tell me that story again? Can you tell me the story again? That Kingdom Hearts story again, Daddy? And
Which
Naruto,
one?
um,
How
you were,
about that Chain of Memories one?
yeah. And he tells him the story about Soren and about Sora losing his memories. Then he about when Sora saw Kyrie at Destiny Islands, and he said, "You Sora must love Kyrie like you love mommy." And Naruto says, "Yes, yeah, he does." And then he asks, "Daddy, do you love mommy?" What? He asks, Why do you love mommy?" I love her because, well, she's
She makes me happy.
she's kind heart and yeah, and she's kind hearted. She cares about other people, and
Strong.
she's strong. She's funny. She's beautiful, and that's another reason why.
I can't really explain it, but it's just something I feel.
Yeah, you don't love her because of a rivalry with Sasuke, do you? What?
What was that?
Where did you hear that, Uncle Sanji?
That's it. I might use my new summon on him.
Sanji, why did you say that?
No, come here, come here, come here.
And Nami says, I don't know who's dumber, Luffy or Sanji. Because every time he opens his mouth about Yura and Naruto's relationship, it always bites him in the ass.
You'd think he'd learn.
No. But no. And Zoro gets a kick out of it, and he asks for popcorn.
Yeah, Brooke could probably join in on that.
Yeah. And they... And then after that, we're gonna do some kind of filler.
Okay.
Since I don't want the podcast to end until at least about another hour or so.
Okay.
How about they? No, actually, it won't be some kind of fill. It'd be although it won't be filler, it would still be part of the story. How about Naruto and Luffy? They get teleported into another dimension. It's kind of based off of that Heroes tournament we did.
Mm.
And they get summoned by and they meet other heroes, not just anime heroes, but video game heroes like Link, Sora, and Cloud. And when Naruto sees Cloud's sword, he's like, "Wow, we had the same sword." And Deku and all them. And you know who summoned them? Who would be the
I don't know.
On the second time, we won't do that. But it's for another podcast. I'm gonna make a remake of that because I didn't know about One Piece much about One Piece at the time, and I want to remake that.
Okay.
How about we have one where we have an original arc where they go to a town and they find the next Infinity Stone.
Okay.
How about the Reality Stone?
All right.
Yeah, you know what Sanji would want to do with the Reality Stone? Probably have a lot of women all over him.
Yeah.
The first thing they do in town, though, was they go shopping, and Sakura and Naruto has Shinakachu come with him. They went to a toy store, and Shinakachu goes like, "Hey, Daddy, look! Well, that dog looks that." They look for toys. Look, a Buzz Lightyear. Wait, Buzz Lightyear? He pushes it. I Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace. Can I have it, Daddy? Shinakachu does the puppy dog pout and says, "Sure, why not?"
Oh yeah, I feel if he's that young, Naruto would cave instantly.
Yeah, because he's that cute.
Sakura would cave harder.
Yeah, even Nami would, and she's greedy.
Yeah, he did those like big puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, and then Naruto said, "I felt something. Shinakachu, stay with me." Then he feels a familiar presence. He thinks it's something very I'm thinking of using either a Marvel villain or an original villain that based off a Marvel villain.
Well, if we're doing it in reality stones, is it someone based off Malekith?
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe here Naruto uses Orchrist.
yeah,
Because if I remember right, that sword can glow blue when there's danger.
yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure that's how most elf swords go in Lord of the Rings.
yeah. And you know who? And he sees Luffy and Robin, and they will join him in their adventure this time. Okay?
Cool.
Can you imagine that team up?
I guess that'd be a good team since I think Robin and Naruto could work well together.
Yeah, and Shinakachu will still go with them. He tells him, no matter what happens, stay with me, and if there's any danger, just hide into a safe spot. Okay, Shinakachu? Okay, Daddy. He holds Shinakachu's hand.
Yeah, I guess he's here going okay, doing like a little salute.
Yeah. And Robin smiles and says, "How about you hold my hand?" Tour's floor, or what kind of floor?
Yeah, I don't know most of Robin's attacks.
No, I don't either. But she uses one of them to hold Shinakachu's hand. She loves Shinakachu like an aunt to a nephew.
Yeah, I can see them having a really good bond.
Yeah. Besides his parents, his number one bond is of course Luffy. Then
Where's
Nami.
Robin? 2 or 3?
Huh?
Where's Robin? 2 or 3?
3. Nami's number 2.
Because I'm guessing Nami is second.
Yeah. 4th is Zoro.
Then Chopper.
Actually, 4th is Chopper.
Chopper be. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say Chopper might be 4th.
Yeah.
So would Sheena find Usopp's stories like entertaining, but knowing they're fake?
Yeah. He would also tell. One time, Usopp told him this story of how he saved his dad from the candle, which it was really Sakura. Anyway, then they go through this forest, and even though Luffy is the captain, Naruto still leads the team, or what? Because he's the Infinity expert. He's the Infinity Stone expert.
Yeah.
But Luffy still makes the plans and orders them around. Listen, what time is it? We said we agreed to meet at dawn. And do they have watches or something?
They must have something.
Yeah, and Nami says we got 3 hours until we go back. Need to go back to the ship. You know, I'm thinking about using Doctor Doom as the villain here. Would that work? Would that work? Or should it be later?
Maybe later. Interesting.
What?
Morgan Spurlock died.
Who died?
Morgan Spurlock.
Do I know him?
You ever see Super Size Me?
I think no, I haven't.
Because this guy did a documentary where he ate McDonald's for nothing but a month straight.
Oh. Yeah, he ate McDonald's for a month straight.
Yeah.
I ate McDonald's, and I know not to do that.
This was like every day for a whole month to see how much weight he gained.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I know I watched it in like high school.
It's very sad. Anyway, I'm think of a good Marvel villain.
So we're not using Malekith.
Where was Malekith from? I forget.
Dark World.
Yeah, we're giving him a. We'll use him, but I thought he was kind of boring though.
Yeah. Played by a talented actor.
What?
Played by a talented actor.
Yeah. Who played him again?
Um, have you seen the first GI Joe live action movie?
No, no.
Okay, because I think he's in that as Destro.
Christopher Eccleston, that's his name.
Yeah, I think he was also Doctor Who,
Really?
or one of the doctors.
Yeah. I'll have a. I'll have a. I'll have him give him more of a personality here.
See, I haven't read the comics of enough Thor comics to where he's in.
Yeah. So if I get
I
his
don't
character,
really know what his personality is like.
yeah, and I forgot his Dark World because I barely remember that movie.
Everyone forgets that movie.
Yeah, the only memorable thing about the movie is Loki.
Yeah.
I think there's
Yeah,
only
can I have my shoe back?
two. Yeah. Or how about Loki be the villain instead?
Will this be comic Loki or MCU Loki?
Which how about I don't know much about comics, but are they how
No,
about
they're like way different, especially with the outfits.
yeah? He'll still have the Tom Hiddleston personality. So yeah,
Does that mean we're getting a Thor cameo too?
yeah, and he will have a rivalry with Naruto. And yeah, I'm making it up as I go, but I don't really care. It's fun that way.
Okay.
He will have that same speech. Are you? He says he's from Asgard. What's Asgard? That some kind of planet or something?
It's another realm.
So what are you doing here? Yeah. In fact, this will be based off the first Avengers movie. A little bit, okay?
Okay.
So what do you? He won't compromise any of the crew. Although imagine him compromising Robin. That would be scary, wouldn't it? And I can see Robin saying, "I've heard of you, Loki. You were the trickster god. I thought you were myths." And he
Not
said,
all myths are based on legend or people, so
"Yeah. Are you brother of Thor?" And he snarls at the name Thor. Wait, I've heard of. Wait, you look different. You look different than I imagined. And then he responded by shooting Naruto with his staff. Ah, Daddy! Then he grabs the stone. He said, "Oh no, he's got the stone. We better regroup with the group. We better warn them." Meanwhile, Sakura and Nami are shopping in clothes, and Nami says, "How does that look?" She tries on different dresses, and Sakura says, I need one for my anniversary. Naruto and mine's wedding anniversary is coming. And she said, "Oh yeah, that's right. It happened at Thriller Bark." Which one? Wait, which one is it? The first one when the first one or the second one? She said the
The
second one.
second one. First one doesn't count.
Yeah, because the priest says good because the priest was in a hurry.
Plus, we had a time crunch with the sun and wasn't gonna lose Naruto.
Yeah, and she said, "Don't remind me." And Luffy was that monster. Oh, it's a guys, girls. Huh, she heard a transponders. Huh, hello, Naruto. We gotta get to the ship. Come on. And then he says, then they gather all the crewmate, the Straw Hats. Girls, we got much of a problem. You ever heard of the, the god Loki? And Nami says, yes. Well, he turns out he exists. And he's found one of the Infinity Stones. And surprisingly, they believe him because they know Naruto wouldn't lie about Naruto, Luffy, and Robin wouldn't lie about anything like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If he exists and he has one of the stones, oh no, he's not gonna find the Tesseract, is he? Yes, I think so. If he opens up the Tesseract, he will send his army of creatures called the Chitari and use it to invade this world. Oh no. I like including Marvel stuff in here.
Yeah,
Even if it is over the top.
yeah. That's the fun of this. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, the best part is it's still better than what happened in Naruto.
Agreed.
Anyway, we gotta split up and we gotta be careful. Loki could disguise as either one of us. And we gotta say something that'll make sure that we gotta say code. How and 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 Brooke says, "I know. How about Kishimoto?" And they all
Okay, no.
no. How about Excelsior? She said, "That's good, but we need something."
I can see Stanley or the blue-haired lawyer saying, no, sorry, no.
Yeah,
That's my catchphrase.
yeah. And Naruto was the one that suggests, "How about Oda?" And they all, okay. Look, Shinakachu, can you say Oda? Oda.
What about you, Dodger?
Oda. Yeah. And Dodger says, "Why do I have a feeling me and Loki are owned by the same company?" So what do? We find Loki and hopefully the Tesseract before it does, and grab one of the stones. What was the stone in the Tesseract? Do you remember?
Space.
Space Stone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Naruto says, "I'm gonna get one of the. I'm gonna get the reality stone right now, or was it the time stone?
Yeah, they had the time stone.
Yeah, I think. And Naruto has this theory that they can attract to each other like magnets. It's based off of the Chaos Emeralds from Sonic.
Yeah. I mean, the stones were already in close proximity to each other when they were in the gauntlet, so
Yeah, and we need to split in the group. Sanji, I will go with you, Nami. And Naruto said no.
no, you won't.
In fact, Luffy, you make the group. It says, all right, Naruto, Nami, Sakura, and I will be in one group. Shinakachu included. He can't stay here, and Shinakachu will stay. One of you has to stay with Shinakachu, and I know, and Naruto says, and it's not going to be Sanji. Robin says, I volunteer. After all, me and Shinakachu will need to spend time together. Okay. All right then. Usopp, you go with Brooke and Frankie, or you go with Chomper and Frankie. Well, that would be better.
Yeah.
And Zoro, you will go with Brooke and Sanji. What? They both said what at the same time.
Yeah, try not to kill each other while you're looking.
And if you get killed,
Walk it off.
yeah. Then Naruto turns into Captain, and then Naruto turns into Captain America and said, "Let's go."
Is this Infinity War Cap?
Yep.
Since he looks like Infinity War Cap right now with his hair and beard.
Yep. This, I know this is off topic, but does Josh Keaton ever voice Captain America?
I don't think so.
Maybe that's Roger Craig Smith I was thinking of.
Yeah, that's Roger.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Dave Hayter actually voiced him too in the Spider-Man cartoon.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Doesn't even sound like him though.
Yeah.
I'm more used to like the deep growly voice he does for Snake.
Yeah. And I'm used to hearing a guy like Chris Evans voice Captain America rather than a strong manly voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, all the voices I've heard for Cap are pretty good.
Yeah. Can you think of a bad Batman voice? I don't think I can.
Whoever voiced him in Dark Tomorrow.
I never heard of that.
It's the worst Batman game ever.
Yeah. You ever watch the Batman movie? The Batwoman movie with Kevin
Yes,
Conroy?
I have seen that one.
I heard it's terrible.
I didn't mind it. It's just I wasn't really I don't know what I was expecting, but I do like the design of the character.
Yeah.
With the all silver suit.
Yeah.
Though it's hard to know who's under the cowl in each scene she's in. Since there's 3 of them.
All right. Anyway, back to the story. Naruto and Luffy and Sakura and Nami go through one part of the forest, and Naruto has this, and Luffy asks, "What does the time stone do? Can we see?" Naruto says, "I never thought. I wonder if I can ask to show us where a past adventure." And he touches it and it brings him to a past adventure. Probably.
Is that what it does?
I don't know.
I think it only like speeds up or reverses time.
You think it could do that too? Show you relics of the past?
I mean, maybe because I don't know what Strange was doing in Infinity War when he looked into different worlds or realities.
Yeah, I could. Speaking of Strange, we will have this scene of him. They found some of the stones, and then he looks at all the. What is it? Ask one of. Ask Rayleigh. He's there too. I just saw a bunch of over a billion universes where we went. How many did you see? 300 million. I believe that's what he said. And how many did you win? One. That raises concern. Do you think we're in the reality that we win? I hope so. And then I saw, another reality of Naruto. Really, what was that? He sees a vision of him and Hinata kissing.
Like, you really don't want to know, Rayleigh. You don't.
Very well. These jokes are so fun. Anyway, what? Anyway, Anyway, I'll add that. Okay, I'll add that. So I know probably wasn't in the comics, and I know it wasn't in the movie, but I'll still add that anyway. They see it. They see their pass downs, and Naruto says, "Wow, that's me. Look how scrawny I was."
I really should have trained more.
Yeah, it was during Alabasta, and Naruto says, and Sakura says, "You were. I don't care. You were still adorable. Like you are more manly and handsome now." And Naruto blushed. Come on, Sakura. We got Luffy and Nami here, and
Let him watch.
then they kiss, and and Luffy feels his heart pumping. He feels his heart pumping. He said, "What is this feeling?" Especially
Yeah,
when
that meat Sanji gave me wasn't good.
he doesn't know that he's in love with Nami yet. Then after that, meanwhile, the other side of town, Sanji and Zoro are doing their rivalry again, and it annoys Brooke. Then what they don't know is Loki's in disguise of a woman, and she flirts with Sanji. Actually, I take it back. He will compromise Sanji and Zoro and Brooke. Imagine that.
How would he do that?
He uses his staff.
Oh, he takes control of them like he did Clint?
Yeah,
Okay, so he's got the Mind Stone with him then.
yeah.
Performance
Yeah.
issues aren't uncommon. Do
Yeah,
you see Naruto acting like Tony in this a bit?
yeah,
Like he's making jokes.
yeah. He's based off my Naruto is based off of him. He looks like Cat, but he acts like Tony.
Not a great plan.
Yeah. I think that's my favorite Iron Man moment in all the MCU movies.
he's basically Tony without the armor.
Yeah. And that turned on Sakura even more.
What, did he act like Tony?
Yeah. Because he has that Robert Downey Jr. suave.
I could see that.
Yeah. And then, meanwhile, we see a cute scene of Robin and Shinakaju playing patty cake.
Is Robin using her other hands too?
Yes. Patty cake, patty cake. baker's man.
But I'm the patty cake champion.
Yeah. And Nami said, "You are Naruto's child. Can you tell me? Do you know? Can you tell me a story about?" She makes up a story about Sakura being a princess and Naruto being a knight, and they save a kingdom together. She doesn't. She makes always includes Sakura in it, and she makes Sakura part of the story, not a damsel. And then he said, "I'm hungry. Do we have some ramen?" He's like his father. Has a craving for ramen. It's a Uzumaki trait. Meanwhile, not Frankie. I could Frankie and the others. Frankie, Usopp, and Chomper are are near a storm. They see and they see a, a play called The Empire Strikes Back. And they look inside to see this. He never told you what happened to your father. He told me you killed him. No, I am your father. And they all jaw dropped. And Chopper was like, "What? The villains is the hero's father?" And Usopp said, "That is a great twist."
I don't know, guys. I saw a better twist in this one movie where this guy pretended to be his dead mom.
Oh, you mean that one where he killed that girl in the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good play. It was
So we're substituting plays out for movies.
Yeah. But yeah. It was certainly better than that one twist where the villain from where the villain is actually the hero from the future. Why did you take me? Yeah, why did you take me to that, Usopp?
I thought it'd be done good. There's times where that can be done good.
Anyway, we gotta look for that stone. Then they hear screams. It was Chomper, Usopp. I mean, not Chomp. They all looked outside to see the controlled heroes looking for the Infinity Stone and hurting people. And they have a fight scene. Imagine that fight scene.
Hmm.
What are you doing? We don't stop it. Who would fight Sanji? Usopp or Frankie? Or
Frankie
both?
probably.
Huh?
Frankie probably.
Yeah. But then he sees a beautiful woman and he goes off flirt. Even when he's coming on, he still flirts with pretty women. And that'll cause him to come back later. Why? We'll find out. Meanwhile, Naruto and them finally search for the cube. Then they hear an explosion off of a building, and Sakura says, "Oh no, that's a daycare." And Nami says, "Oh no, there must be children inside. We got, we gotta do something." Luffy, guys, let's go. Luffy, you come with me. Girls, you try to gather as many children as you can. I'm basing it off the helicarrier. Only it's a building falling down instead of a helic.
Right.
Yeah, they try to. Luffy, you try to find a way to stick the building together. I'll look for the culprit, okay? And when Naruto found the culprit, he couldn't believe it. It was Zoro. Zoro, why did you? Then a Naruto versus Zoro fight. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Even though he's controlled. Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm just checking. And Luffy uses Gum Gums. What Gum Gum power would he use to try to hold a building?
I don't know. Naruto uses his sword to counter Zoro's attack. And he's like, "Stop! This isn't you. This isn't you. What are you doing to this?" Ah, because I finally Loki. Loki. Oh no! You must say. Then he remembers reading about the Mind Stone. Loki must have found the Mind Stone and corrupted you. Don't worry, Zoro. I'll get you back. Which means the only way to free you is to do this. And then he like, you see him like headbutting Zoro.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that happening. And Zoro returns back to normal.
Oh man, you got a hard head, Naruto.
Oh, shit.
Imagine if it was soccer, or if I was using my hockey.
Yeah. And well, wait, where's the cook and Brooke? Last time we saw him flirt with this chick, and
They both went after her.
Huh? Yeah. And then
you know Brooke would go after her too.
Yeah. And then that's Loki.
Wait, how would he even corrupt Brooke? He's got enough skin to.
I think the Mind Stone is that powerful.
Okay.
Yeah. Frankie fights Brooke. Listen, Brooke, stop it. He gets all. He uses his own powers and tries to bring him back, but Brooke.
Chopper's probably using his kung fu point against Sanji.
Yeah. Sanji, you gotta return back to. Speaking of which, I laughed when Sanji when Chopper was in Sanji's body. I don't know what was funnier, that or Frankie and Chopper's body.
Or the fact that Frankie's letting Nami smoke.
Yeah, and not gonna lie, I kind of cringed when Sanji looked at Nami's boobs.
He's in his ideal dream.
Yeah, but it was kind of awkward too. And when we get the Punk Hazard, it'll be even more awkward. Why? You'll see. I don't want to spoil it. Anyway, then Nami and Sakura gather all the children. Sakura asks, "Is that all of them?" He said, "Not all. I think so." Then she's here. Help! Help! Nami turns around and one of them, Billy, was about to fall, and she used digging quickly. She used her climb attack to counter it to move, and the debris went else, and the debris missed the child. And Nami grabbed it, and Nami asked the daycare worker, "Is that all?" And she said, "Yeah." And go, go. Get out of here! And they all escape. And Sakura said, "That's a close one." It's and Nami said, would live myself if any child dies." And that's foreshadowing how they're affectionate for children in the children in Punk Hazard.
Yeah.
Then they meet with Naruto and Luffy, and Naruto hugs Sakura and says, "Oh, Naruto, when I rescued those children, I thought of Shinakachu. What is something?" He said, "He's with Robin. He'll be okay." Then, then after that, Shinakachu was fa- was falling asleep with Robin reading him a story, and then she hears a transponder spot snail. "Robin, we got we got problems. Um, Sanji and Brook are being controlled. We don't know what they. Luckily, we got Zoro back, but somewhere Sanji and Brook are being controlled. It's from the Mind Stone." And Robin said, "Oh no, Loki must have the Mind Stone. He has two. No. Then some. There's got to be something we could. Then somehow, some way, she feels a thunder, and someone thump and said, "Loki!" She looks over, and it's Thor. Thor coming in. It
And this is Hemsworth Thor or Willingham Thor?
Hemsworth. I just read your comment on Discord.
Yeah, he would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. Anyway, yes. Wait, are you? Did you say you're Thor? Yes. I must. I must find my brother Loki. And to give you spoilers, Thor will be the only Marvel hero, besides Doctor Strange, that'll appear. Not Spider-Man, not Captain
Right.
America, because I believe.
Straw Hats could fill out the Marvel roster anyway, so.
Yeah. So what do we do? Then Robin tells him, so I'm, and then he said, "I must do something." And Robin says, "I'll go with you." And she said, "What the thought but that child?" And Robin smirks and says, "I got an idea. Dodger, you look after Shinakachu. Can you do it?" "No problem, babe." Okay, I can see Dodger saying that.
Yeah, it's in character for him.
Yeah.
A talking dog. Cool. It wasn't I've seen those.
And then,
you see, I'm so surprised see that.
yeah.
Have you seen a bilge snipe?
What? A belt snipe?
Huge, scaly antlers. You don't have those?
No. The only thing we have is deer. And one time we found this and one time we saw this play with this baby deer, with this little deer, and Shinakachu cried because his mom died.
Well,
Bambi.
no, I don't know that play.
Yeah, well, it made Shinakachu.
He wouldn't let go of soccer for a full 3 days.
No, he was clinging on to her. And she tells him it's just a movie.
Not helping.
Anyway, they see Sanji and Brook battling Naruto return to town, and they see Sanji and then Usopp return and Naruto, listen. Even though Sanji's still compromised, he's still Sanji, and that gives Naruto an idea. And then he transforms into Naruto.
Is he fully nude or in a swimsuit?
Swimsuit. And she goes, and Naruto goes, "Yoo-hoo, big boy." Then Sanji, he was about to punch bro. Then he's, "Yoo-hoo, big boy." Then he acts all flirty. Naruto acts all flirty, and Sanji goes, "Ah, come here, you." Then she closes the door and punches Sanji. And then once that happens, Naruto turns back into Naruto. Man, it never gets old to hit Sanji. And Sanji, damn it, Naruto! Why do you keep hitting me? Yep, he's back to normal.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yep.
Or is that pretty blonde? Oh, you're looking at her.
And then he transferred back to her and said, "Oh." Then Sanji felt his jaw. Not again. What do you mean, not again? Oh no, it's nothing. Don't come on, tell me. It's nothing. It's Sanji, tell me, or else I'll tell, or else I'll tell, or else I'll tell Nami the time I caught you grabbing her bra. You wouldn't dare.
Try me.
All right, fine. I went to this place. Where an island full of cross-dressing men. When Naruto heard it, he went like.
I think Naruto could put two and two together where he went.
Yes.
Oh, you went to Ivankov's island, didn't you?
Yeah. Wait, you know him?
Only briefly. You met him after the War of the Best at Marineford.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting person.
Yeah. And Loki found the Tesseract, and he summons the Chitauri. And
Do you think Thor says, Odin's beard?
we're too late.
That's kind of weird. Hemsworth never said that line.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much all Willingham said when he was Thor a lot.
Yeah.
By the beard of Odin.
Yeah. He doesn't act like Ragnarok for Thor yet. Because it doesn't. He never was in 20th century or something like that.
It's funny because Ragnarok is like the best of the 4 Thor movies.
It is. Then Luffy says, they all joined the group, and Sakura asks, "Where's Shinakachu?" And she says, "Dodger's watching him." And that makes Sakura better because she knows Dodger can be a capable fighter. All right, then Naruto turns to Luffy. So what do we do, Captain?
Yeah, she trusts Dodger.
Yeah, and
Call
yes, what
Cap.
do we do, Captain? Or Cap? Call it Cap. Right. We'll split the teams. Naruto, Lord, whoever you are, you can fly. You take the ones in the sky. Um, Brooke, Brooke, Sanji, and you, you guys make sure that a bunch of innocent people don't die. Nar- Naruto, you and me will stay on the. And, and Sakura said what she's gonna do. Me and
Smash.
yeah,
So she's
and
basically like the Hulk with her strength. And Sakura, smash.
yeah, and she says with pleasure. And what would he tell Robin to do?
I don't know.
How about how about he orders her to go on the roof?
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, what would he tell and then once that happens, the battle begins, and the first we see we see Nami and Sakura smashing the Chitauri, and Nami uses the climate attack and thunder and shocks him with her thunder. And, Sakura uses and she doesn't say Hulk smash because she's smart. She's smarter than the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't do Hulk speak, and she grabs one of
Let's do the puny god thing to Loki.
She will. We'll get there. And then Robin uses her giant hands and smashes the Chitauri and snaps one of them in half like a like snapping a pencil in half.
Yeah, like one of those big Leviathan ones.
Yeah. And one of them screams like a girl like Timmy's dad. And he was what he was wrestling as a pencil. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah, when he's wrestling.
Yeah. And then Naruto sees a bunch of Marines and he orders them to round up civilians. And one of them says, "Why the hell should we take orders from you?" And then one of them crashes near him. Said, "You were saying?" He said nothing except, "I need, more men back in that building." Said something.
You think Naruto uses his Bahamut summon here?
Yep.
Probably thin out a lot of Chitauri there.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody in the Straw Hats would get their own scene to do a lot.
Yeah, to show their teamwork.
Yeah.
And then Naruto sees Loki and he has an idea. And he turns himself into Hawkeye. And he does it at Loki, and who's riding on chair. Loki catches it and smirks. Then it explodes. and then Sakura feels enough. You are you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creatures, and I will not be bullied. Then she grabs Loki and smashes him. Puny god. And and Nami gives Sakura a high five.
I can see Sakura doing a little flex there after she did that.
Yeah. And then she said they need to figure out a way to close the portal to the Chitauri. And said we need to. And Luffy of all people said, "Hey, why don't we just close the portal right then?" And but how? We don't have anything to close it. How about then he sees then Naruto says then Sakura hears it from the transponder and looks for some. Then she grabs Loki's seal and says, I can. Come on, Nami. We'll use it to close the portal. Then she follows Nami to find the source of the portal, and they found it. And Naruto sees more Chitauri coming, and he has an idea, and he flies up, and he creates a bomb. It's not a nuclear bomb, but it's a bomb. Actually, it is kind of like a nuclear bomb. And he flies up to Naruto. What are you doing? I'm sending the Chitauri back to hell. He says, Sakura, if I don't make it back, I love you. Naruto. Then she says, Naruto's doing what he's right, and he is gonna come back. I could see her having more faith in him than.
Yeah.
Because he's Naruto.
Sakura has like the utmost faith in Naruto no matter what.
Yep. Even when Hinata doubted him against Kiba.
Yeah.
But she's his true love.
Clearly not with like that, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean. Anyway, they all look. Then they all look concerned, and Naruto threw away the bomb, and then he faints like Tony did as he was in space. And then he's. Oh no. Then he falls down, and he makes it just in time before Sakura could close the portal. And Naruto says, he's falling down fast. And Sakura says, he's falling down fast. And Naruto, Luffy, thinking quickly, Luffy jumps on them and catches Naruto with his arms.
What you do is Gum Gum Balloon.
Yeah. And then he slowly puts Naruto down, who's unconscious. Then he says, ah!
Please tell me nobody kissed me.
Except for Sakura. We want. Yay! Can we go to? Hey,
Did you ever done shawarma?
Let's go to this place called Shawarma. What do they have? Ramen. And Thor said we're not finished yet. And then we have that famous scene where they confront Loki and with Sakura glaring at him while holding his spear. And then surrendering, he says, if it's all the same to you, I guess I'll have a drink. Rather than saying, I'll have that drink now, because Naruto never offered him a drink.
Yeah.
And after that, they get Naruto and the others get praised for them saving the town. And Naruto says, "This is way better than the Hidden Leaf because I won't have the villagers trying to kill me." And Dodge and Shinakachu runs after the battle. Shinakachu runs up to Naruto and hugs him. And said, "Daddy, did you save the day again?" So, what do you think, son? And said, "You always save the
No,
day."
the whole crew helped save the day.
Yeah, even Uncle Pervert
Yes.
and Thor. Even Thor would laugh at Uncle Pervert.
Yeah.
And you know
Think
what
Luffy.
Loki was thinking while he was even Loki chuckled at Uncle Pervert. He's the butt monkey.
He is. He thinks Luffy asked Thor to join the crew.
Yeah, sorry, but my place isn't in Asgard. But if they're in need of me, and, and Naruto says, "If it's all right with you, I'll keep one of the stones." So yes, then stay for hands with you, Naruto.
I shall take the Tesseract to Asgard.
Yeah,
If you find any more stones, call me. I will keep them safe in my home.
thank you. Then they have a handshake, and he said, "You have a great handshake." And he and Loki returns to Asgard. And, man, that guy was cool. In fact, he was the coolest guy ever.
Yeah, Thor is cool.
Yeah, and Shinaka says, "No, Daddy, you're the coolest guy ever." Yeah, and Luffy says, "Yeah, in fact, we're all the coolest guys." And and Nami, Sakura, and Robin, they're the coolest girls here. All right, well, all right, Captain, where are we off to now? And the after all
Well,
that,
that's
they
a tsunami. She's our
what?
navigator.
All right, well, all right, Nami, where do we go to now? She looked at the log post and said, "That way," and they embark on their next
But
adventure. Okay, we'll do some kind of cute, fluffy one shot between Naruto and the others.
okay.
We'll just have them relaxing in the crew. We'll call it. I can see Naruto being scared of. Actually, before that happens, we have that famous last scene with Thanos when he smirked.
Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing that in the theater. Like, who is this guy?
Yeah, I didn't know who Thanos was at the time.
Yeah, same,
Of course, I wasn't a comic book nerd.
same.
I have a cousin who is one.
See, my only exposure to Marvel was like some of the movies and some of the shows, and Thanos was never in any of those.
Me, I know, I know. And they were all building up to Thanos, and the build-up was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That's what DC should have done with Darkseid.
Or what current Marvel's failing to do with Kang.
Yeah,
I mean, like he got beat by Ant-Man. How intimidating can you make this guy?
yeah. And I have no faith what they'll do with Doctor Doom.
No, I don't either.
If we're gonna do
Or,
Doctor,
or Galactus.
yeah, if we're gonna do Doctor Doom, he's gonna have to have a different backstory than the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Because I never read the Fantastic Four or seen the series, but I just know that Jessica Alba movie and Fan Four Stick.
See, I know some of his comic origins that he and Reed were like classmates in college, and it's reason he's evil is because of Reed.
Yeah. If it weren't for Robin being a part of Baroque works, I would probably have Doctor Doom be friends with Robin before he turned evil.
Hmm.
Because that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Is Doom gonna be his over the top self?
Yeah.
Like how Linkara does it?
Yeah. Only I would pick a voice of who would be the right voice for him.
I don't know.
Hank, no, not Hank Azaria. He's way too over the top.
I go whoever played him in either Spider-Man or the Hulk animated series.
Okay, we'll do that. He'll
Or have an over the top Maurice LaMarche.
Yeah, that would be better. He could use his Orson Welles voice.
Either that or his father voice from Kids Next Door.
Yeah, his father voice was Kirk Douglas.
Was based off Kirk Douglas.
Yep.
Yeah. It's funny. I heard that Hank Azaria based his Lou voice off Stallone.
Huh. Yeah. Speak of Hank Azaria, Naruto's gonna find him. Naruto one time found a number for a bartender, and he and Luffy decides to prank call. And he says, "Hello there." Just because Naruto is a father doesn't mean he can't be image. He says, "Is there is Seymour there? I'm Seymour Butts. Hang on, I'll check. Is there a Butts here? Seymour Butts. Hey everybody, I want to Seymour Butts."
Hey, wait a minute.
Listen to you. Listen. I haven't heard you in 20 years. If I find out who you are, I'll kill you. And one bartender said, "So he's back again." Yeah, and I don't know who he is. He keeps changing his name. What he doesn't know is it was Kushina. It's a callback to what Kushina did.
Guessing Naruto disguised his voice as his mom's.
Yeah. and, and then the Naruto, and then he does another prank. He does another prank call to Mo and says, "I'm a stupid boy with an ugly face and my butt smells, and I kiss my own butt." It's from that Treehouse of Horror episode.
Where Bart had those powers.
Yeah. And it was based on, I never knew it was based off the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, me either.
I still never seen the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, I've never seen it either.
And then
Oh.
And then, yeah, then Shinakachu asks, "Can we watch that movie again?" Which one? The, the one where those. I'm not following you, Shinakachu. You know my favorite movie. He goes, oh, Toy Story. Why did you? Oh, Toy Story. I could see Naruto, Luffy, and Shinakachu, and Chomper watching Toy Story.
Yeah.
And Sakura too.
Toys living completely far-fetched.
What?
Toys coming to life? Oh, completely far-fetched.
Yeah, but she knows it's a family movie. I keep hearing there's a difference between family movies and children's movies, and I couldn't agree more. I I think family movies put more effort into them.
Yeah.
Well, children movies like The Smurfs and Garfield make money just to earn a quick buck. It's Hollywood in a nutshell.
Yeah. It's only getting worse.
Yeah, I heard the new Garfield movie with Chris Pratt is not doing good from the critics. But then again, when do critics know
Well,
Jack?
yeah, what do critics know?
In fact, the audience gave it an 85%.
Yeah, it's what happened with Mario.
Yeah, I trust audience scores more than I do critic scores sometimes.
Yeah,
But
because
if
critics are basically paid shills as it is.
yeah, the only ones I know is the nostalgia critic. He
It's
likes a
usually why I
movie.
go to, usually why I go to YouTubers now since they have better takes on movies.
Yeah. Speaking of the critic, if he saw Naruto the last, what would the worst scene be besides the kiss on the moon?
I'd say every frame of the movie.
Yeah. I remember there was the still image of the movie of Kakashi being told about the moon being cut, and he was like, and it looked like he was thinking, "Are you kidding me?" Even he, and I could see the critics say, "Look, Kakashi." He said, "This plot is really stupid." Then again, what plot
Yeah, there is no plot.
about the? It's about the Naruto falling in love. That's with Hinata.
It's just
That's not a.
a almost 2 hour Hinata wank fest.
Yeah, at least Road the Ninja had a plot.
Yeah.
What else had?
Plus, at least there, soccer actually learned a lesson.
Yeah, and that's what makes her. And I heard Kishi wrote that movie.
I doubt that.
I doubt he did. But whoever
I think
did,
he probably had
at
some
least
involvement in it, but I seriously doubt he wrote it, since if he did write it, it'd be canon.
right. But whoever did wrote that movie, at least know who Naruto is.
At
At
least
least
had
Naruto.
some idea of what they were doing with it.
Yeah, and I didn't do my speech, but I didn't do my rant last week.
You did part of it.
But I'm gonna do a different one. It's gonna be based off of Linkara's rant on Spider-Man in one more day. Here it is. Allow me to share a revelation I've had. For all this great power about giving up the ninja ways, Naruto Uzumaki is one of the most irresponsible heroes ever. He never learns from his mistakes. Never taken in consideration that now some would say, hold on, I'm thinking, okay? Um, he never learns. He never taking into consideration how his life as Hokage affects everybody else. Now, some would say, but that's the core concept of the character: the constant struggles between the mask and the job and the man. But he never actually get any consideration for the man. preferring to make excuses about it. He disappoints the people around him like his son, because something was more important than happened as Hokage. But instead of trying to balance his two lives properly, he goes out of his way to make excuses and gets drunk. Now, if he places more emphasis on it being a family man, he needs to sacrifice his time as Hokage. Um, Now, that's not going to be the case for everyone in the real world, but Naruto never changes as a result of his action. He just makes the same mistakes over and over. During 687, he called Obito the mass murderer, the coolest guy ever. And that is not Naruto Uzumaki. That is a phony. Forget if he either Naruto want to be married to Sakura or Hinata. That is the moment where his character was all fucked up. Obito murdered his family, destroyed the village, and the reason was that Kahuna was in a war. Another rant is he missed his daughter's birthday, and his wife Hinata never called him on it. Now, and if he was married to someone like Sakura, he would not have missed his daughter's birthday, and if he did, she would have called him out. She would have brought him there. If he wants to be a good family man, then he needs to stop being Hokage. Now, but hey, maybe it's just the reasoning of a jaded individual looking at a stupid ass manga in hindsight. Of course, I don't want Naruto to be stopping Hokage. What I want is to be written like a goddamn adult already. But the writers in the Kishi and Studio Pierrot wouldn't let that happen. Naruto is just escapist fantasy for them, and they don't want the fantasy of Naruto stopping bad guys and going home. And that's just hilarious, considering the fact that Naruto was supposed to be relatable. He was an orphan, his life sucked, and he became a father and life is even more miserable. We're supposed to relate to him, but the truth, he's supposed to relate to the reader. But the truth is, the reader has grown up. They got married and have kids and died, and they move on. The reader changed, but Naruto has not. Sorry.
You good?
Yes. Now that I remember the rant, was that better?
Yes.
How did I? Hold on. Likara is suing me. He hired blue-haired lawyer. I'm just kidding. And that's how I feel about Naruto Uzumaki right now. And I apologize for saying GD, but that's what Linkara said. But it's justified. Completely.
It is.
And that was pretty fun the podcast we did last week, the Naruto anniversary podcast. I might listen to it again later. So anyway, let's go back to one shot before we head off. We'll do a romantic one. Naruto and Sakura, they're under the stars, and then Naruto sings it, and Naruto asks Sakura, "Do you wonder what those stars are?" I don't wonder. They're balls of gas burning millions light years away. But I thought, Sakura, with me, everything is gas. And Sakura teased him about it. It was based off The Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
Because Pumbaa's kind of right. Actually, Pumbaa was right.
Or if you're in Kingdom Hearts, there are other worlds.
Yeah. I wish they include that scene in Kingdom Hearts. That scene with when they looked at the stars in Kingdom Hearts 2, when they went to Lion King. You think speaking of Kingdom Hearts, do you think Nomura will ever write Sora as a father?
I hope he does.
And if he does, what kind of father do you think he'll be?
A good one.
Like, what does he do? Like, what, for example?
Like he's always there for his kid while being a goofball.
Yeah, that's what I thought Naruto was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna give us 10 minutes, then we'll leave. Okay?
You think there's a times where Naruto and Robin just hang out together?
Yeah. You know, since Naruto has a green, I heard Naruto has a green thumb.
Really?
Well, the Saiyan Jedi added that one of his Naruto fics, where he likes the garden.
Hmm.
So I'll base it off of that. He helps Robin gardening, and Naruto asks, "You know what?" And Naruto says, "In a way, Robin, you're kind of like a mom to me." What would Robin say to that?
I don't know. She might say, I feel like I'm more of a big sister to you."
Yeah, I believe she's old. Yeah, she's
like
older.
like 10 years older than him.
Yeah, and she said, "You know, when I first met you, when I was at Baroque's work, I had a feeling about you and Sakura. In fact, it was practically written, even if I haven't met you." And Naruto asks, "Is that obvious?" And Robin says, "Yes, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with obviously." Then they look at Luffy and Nami and said, "In a way, they remind me of you and Sakura." And said, "Yeah, in their own way." And then they hear Shinakashi say, "Daddy!" And Shinakashi jumps on Naruto's back. "Careful, Shinakashi, you'll mess up with Robin's flowers." And he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, AT Robin." And she said, "It's okay. You didn't. The important thing is that you didn't. Besides, they're just flowers." And he asked Naruto to sing him a song. And do you know what song I think he would sing to his son?
Hmm.
"You'll Be in My Heart." He sings it like Phil Collins did. "'Cause you'll be in my heart. Yes, you'll be in my heart." Which it could be a romantic song. It could be a family song. It could be any kind of song. That's what was great about the song from Tarzan. And I'm gonna make Naruto and Shinakashi the best father and son duo ever. Even Daddy, I have a question. "Shoot, son. What's their village like? What's your friend?" "Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you when you're older, son. Can you at least tell me about Granny Tsunade?" And he said, "Yeah, she's a nice lady. She's a very competent leader. One That taught me a lot, and sure, I bug her a lot, but she loves my. I think deep down she loved my pranks. After although she does get cranky, and we see Tsunade gambling, and goes, "Someone's talking." Where did that come from? The sneezing running gag. I see an anime everywhere, not just Naruto and War or One Piece. And then he asks, "What about Granny? What about Uncle Kakashi?" And then he said, "Nope, we're not talking about him
Why is that?
because he was not a good teacher. Let's just leave it at that." He said, "Oh." Then he said, "I had this dream, Daddy, that I was a daddy." And Naruto's like, "Oh, don't talk about that. I'm not ready for you. I'm not ready for you to grow up." Because I could see him being like a little bit like Goofy, where he's not ready for his kids to grow up.
Yeah.
Then then after that, after he tucks me in, Naruto has this fear. What if he doesn't think I'm cool when I'm older? And Sakura will tell him, he'll always think you're cool. You'll always be a hero to him. Then he said, and I'm just wondering, and he said, what about our next adventure? You think it say we should take him back to a safe place? And Sakura said, no, he's safer with us, remember? And even if he does get kidnapped, we'll always rescue him. Naruto, he's a pirate, and pirate get involved in things. No matter, he's gonna learn that. He's gonna learn to. We gotta. He's gonna learn how to take care of himself sooner or later, and he's better off with us than with other people. But what if I can't protect him? What? You can. I have faith in you. I love you. Then they have their kiss, and it ends, and the one shot ends. That was cute.
Yeah.
And we're gonna end in 5 minutes, okay?
All right.
I don't know if I'll do as much in the summer because I gotta watch my niece and nephew on Fridays. But if I'll let you know the morning, okay?
All right.
I'm I might we might not do it next week, but maybe the next incoming the week after the Fishman Island, and that'd be perfect because I'll be finished with Fishman with Punk Hazard by then.
I should be finished with it by the end of by next week, I think.
Yeah, me too. I'll let you know, okay?
Then we gotta see what we're gonna do about Dressrosa.
Yeah,
Because I'm taking like a 2-month break from One Piece next month in July.
Yeah, after we do Punk Hazard, we're doing the Thanos arc, okay?
Okay.
And I'm more excited for that than I am Dressrosa. Because I'll give you some spoilers. A couple of the Straw Hats will die in Thanos Snap. I won't tell you
Quote
when.
unquote die.
What?
Quote unquote die.
Yeah. I won't tell you who will, but I will tell you that it won't be the romance Dawn trio.
Okay.
You know who they are. Luffy.
Luffy, Zoro, and Nami.
Yeah. I am.
Robin. Don't do Robin, please.
No, I won't do Robin. Although
Don't do
I think Sanji. I might consider Sanji being one of the dusted.
it.
Imagine his. I can't. His reaction to being dusted will be kind of over the top, rather than a hard.
Yeah.
I I'm considering either Chopper or Frankie being either one of those two. But Naruto and Sakura and Shinakachu would not be dusted.
What, Dodger?
Yes.
Oh, Caesar.
Yeah, I think I'm done. Okay.
All right. Catch you later.
Okay. Bye.
See ya.